So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CSI Experience Grand Reveal. At a later date, we're going to talk you through the various evidence that was found at these two scenes. We really hope you enjoyed examining them and putting the pieces together. But for now, we're just going to tell you what you all want to know, which is what happened. Hopefully some of the briefings at the scenes gave you some ideas, and we dropped a couple of clues in with those briefings. So Martin Roberts was an intern at a firm of solicitors in the city. 21 years old, hoping to become a lawyer one day. The clue was that Martin was in a homosexual relationship, had a boyfriend, and he worked for his boss, Evan George Williams, who was a senior partner in the same law firm. As you will know from the briefing, Evan Williams was a married man with children, had a very good reputation in the law firm, and the last thing he wanted to happen was for all that to come crashing down. As often happens, I would imagine, a relationship between the two began whilst Martin was working for Evan, and this turned into a sexual relationship. So in crime scene 2 in the boardroom, when Simon talked to you about the two sides of the scene, the one scene was where a sexual encounter took place between the two. A consensual sexual encounter took place. That's where everything was swept off the desks. They then, after that encounter, went to the other side of the boardroom where they shared some pizza, shared some wine, and as often is the case when you introduce alcohol into what might be a difficult relationship, an argument broke out. As a result of that argument, Martin threatened Evan that he was going to reveal their clandestine relationship, not only to the rest of the board in the firm, but also to Evan's wife and children. Evan couldn't have that. So as a result, and probably in a fit of pique, without intending to murder anybody, grabbed the nearest thing available to him, which was a hole punch. He struck Martin on the side of the head with that hole punch. This caused Martin to fall to his side and strike his opposite temple on the edge of the table. Unfortunately, these combined blows were enough to kill Martin. Evan then has an even bigger problem than he ever envisaged. And as a result, he decides, and not thinking clearly probably, decides that he is going to dispose of the body and then maybe make something else up to try and cover his tracks. This is a crime of passion, and this is the way things happen. People aren't thinking clearly. So he grabs the lifeless body of Martin, he drags him out, he takes him to the boot of his car in the underground garage, drives him to Epping Forest, and is in the process of burying the body in a clearing in the woodland in Epping Forest when he's disturbed by those dog walkers, where he makes off and the police are called, and the rest, as you know, is history. So a lot of you got very, very close to that, so really well done. I hope you enjoyed the challenge of these two scenes, and we look forward to doing it all again next year.